Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
The withdrawal of the restricted area permit was expected to lead to the economic growth of the region. But 5 months after its repeal, doubts have emerged regarding the wisdom of the move. Agenda takes a look at the issue.
Entry into the 7 states of the Northeast for both foreign and domestic visitors was governed by the Restricted Area Permit, or RAP, and the Inner Line Permit, or ILP. The strategic location of these states was the rationale behind RAP and ILP. Foreign tourists could come only in a group of 4 after seeking permission from the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. ILP is needed by domestic tourists to enter Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland and Mizoram. However, the RAP was considered a hurdle and was withdrawn from Meghalaya, Assam and Tripura in April this year.
As per our expectation, with the withdrawal of this restricted area permit, we can expect about 5 million domestic tourists and 0.5 million foreign tourists by the end of this century.
It was expected that the removal of RAP will promote greater interaction between the people of these states and foreigners. Instead, it has brought illegal migrants, mostly Nepalese. Barely 5 months after the withdrawal of RAP, there has been a demand from Meghalaya for reconsideration.
Now, with the lifting of the RAP, there are some Nepalese coming to Meghalaya, and they are entering into the rural areas.
This is an overreaction on the part of the Chief Minister, because we couldn't possibly have taken statistics of the people who have come in or gone out in such a short period. Personally, the lifting of the RAP, I feel, is a great step in promoting tourism in our part of the country, and we had been asking the central government to lift the RAP consistently. In fact, even at the Northeast India Congress Coordination Committee meeting that we had in Barapani last year, all the 7 chief ministers were of the opinion that RAP should be lifted so that we can boost tourism. And in any case, the Nepalis or the Bangladeshis who come here with a different motive other than for tourism purposes will not come via the proper channel, they will not take the RAP, they will not even go through the trade advisor in Calcutta or in Delhi. They will be coming through dubious ways and means. So I feel this is an overstatement, and I do not agree with this statement at all.
Previously, we don't have much visitors coming to Meghalaya with RAPs. But now, after the lifting of RAP, an increasingly vast number of people coming as tourists have come into the state, and we fear that these people will make all-out attempts to settle permanently in the state.
These Nepalese are mostly agricultural laborers. However, it is contended that the inflow in recent times is not as much as it was earlier.
Because Nepalese are coming, but not in such bulk as they came long back. But now they are not coming, because why they should come here? They are not getting any job, they are not allowed to do the business, they cannot purchase the land. Then why should they come? Because the very theory of the migration is that the people, they go for search of the livelihood. When they are not getting livelihood, naturally they will not come here.
We are trying to find out a mechanism how to prevent them. And one of the measures what we are thinking of is to issue the work permits to them. Whoever comes to Meghalaya for works, then will be given some sort of a work permit system, so that they will be able to identify the presence of the newly entrants and also the existing ones. It doesn't mean that we are going to disturb the Nepali nationals who are staying with us for a number of years, and they are part and parcel of Meghalayan population, and we are not going to disturb them. But we are very much concerned with new entrants.
The main idea in introducing the work permit system is to keep outsiders away from avenues of employment and ultimately make it difficult for them to stay in the state for long periods or permanently. According to Clause 7 of the Indo-Nepal Treaty of 1950, the governments of India and Nepal agree to grant on a reciprocal basis to the nationals of one country in the territories of the other the same privileges in the matter of residence, ownership of property, participation in the trade and commerce, movement, and privileges of a similar nature.
We are also against the, coming of the foreigners here. We don't want that our country, India, should be swarmed by the foreigners.
Anybody is free to make any statement he likes. Sometimes most of the statements are not based on logic, reason, statistics or anything, but it's taken as a statement, and the powers that be are expected to react to such statements, and I think what the Chief Minister has done is just one such thing.
We make it very, very clear that any foreign national coming to Meghalaya should have a valid document. And whoever has got that valid document will be able to visit Meghalaya. It doesn't mean that we allow unauthorized entry of any foreign nationals. Nepali nationals having that agreement, they don't require any passport or visa or anything. They can come and settle in India.
In the state of Meghalaya, a good percentage of the workforce consists of non-locals, and in fact even foreign nationals. Like in the coal belt of Jainti Hills, a majority of them are of Nepali descent, coming directly from Nepal. And now those people have become permanent settlers in Jainti Hills. And we fear that in due course of time, they will get themselves enrolled in the electoral rolls and then have an MLA of their own, and then start demanding for separate district councils and so on and so forth. So the possibility is very much there.
The proposed introduction of the work permit is likely to create a legal tangle. On the one hand is the sanctity of the Indo-Nepal Treaty, and on the other is the contravention of the fundamental right to work.
Northeast is rich in natural resources. Fruits and vegetables are grown in abundance. For proper channelization of the produce and to form a wider export network, the Eastern Regional Agricultural Marketing Corporation has been formed. A special report.
Set up on 31st of March 1982, the Northeastern Agricultural Marketing Corporation, NERMAC, was started to provide modern marketing infrastructure facilities and to ensure that farmers get fair price for their produce. The northeastern region of India is rich in fruits like banana, pineapple and oranges. Spices, both medicinal and oil-bearing vegetables, are grown in abundance. Due to inadequate marketing facilities at the grassroots level, particularly remote areas, the fruits of the labor did not accrue to the farmers. NERMAC was conceived by the Northeastern Council so that real benefits accrue to the growers. Incorporated as a public sector enterprise under the then Ministry of Food and Civil Supplies, it is functioning under the Union Ministry of Food Processing Industries. The corporation procures fruits and spices from the producing centers at reasonable prices and makes arrangements for their marketing. It assists the processing units in procuring critical items like OTS cans, bottles, cartons and preservatives by acting as a nodal agency. NERMAC also looks after the installation of additional processing units and bottling plants and arrangement of packing service centers as well as marketing of products under its brand name. It also explores the possibilities of joint ventures with the developed countries for marketing arrangement of processed food products and juice concentrate with cent% export orientation. The activities of this cooperation has resulted in stabilizing the prices of the agricultural commodities in the region. At the same time, the growers get more monetary benefit.
The basic idea behind this pilot project is to give benefit to the growers, the price of the terminal market. The growers, they are giving us the materials and we are selling in a terminal market on their behalf. That is called on consignment basis. The objective is so that we can give the terminal market price to the growers. That means they are selling their item in the field itself at the terminal market price prevailing at the terminal points.
Neramac has also procured and marketed other agricultural commodities like oilseeds, pulses and vegetables by paying remunerative prices to the growers and making them available to consumers at reasonable prices. In addition, the corporation has also taken up the development-oriented work for long-term improvement of its operation. To improve the marketability of horticultural produces and to increase the price realization, the corporation has decided to create infrastructure for post-harvest handling, transportation and marketing. The components of the scheme include centers for collection, sorting and grading, treatment to extend ripening and increase of shelf life, transportation and marketing. Efforts are also on for setting up energy food projects in the state of Assam and Tripura. The corporation is also planning to put up a cashew processing unit in the Garo Hills of Meghalaya, which is expected to be commissioned by the end of 1995-96.
We have a plan to have another post-harvest handling center in Meghalaya, in Nongpo. And like that, we'll identify the concentrated vegetable growing area. And from there we'll establish. And from this vegetable marketing only, one can have a turnover of not less than 20 crores of rupees. It's a part, it's a total vegetable, say from Sonari Bali now, these farmers, they are selling vegetable worth of 5 to 6 crores of rupees. I am just taking a percentage of it.
Nata Sankirtana Pung is performed in Manipur and the instrument Pung is highly revered and adorned. A widely acclaimed artist of the Pung is S. Thanil Singh, who has recently been honored with the Sangeet Natak Academy Award. Northeast File talks to him.
Pung is considered very sacred and is part of Nata Sankirtana. Old gurus consider Pung as the incarnate of Lord Gaurachandra himself. It is adored and respected just as the god. So it is wrapped in a white cloth. Manipuri Nata Sankirtana owes its origin to Bhagyachandra. It represents the Natya tradition of Bharat Muni. Sankirtana is a great sacrifice, an offering of everything one has and is. It is also an attempt at integration of the Tandava movement with the classical style of singing with folk elements and style. Thus emerges the distinct Manipuri touch to the entire presentation. The dance form is highly stylistic and ritualistic. This drum dance may be performed either as an integral part of the Nata Sankirtana or independently. For over decades, this dance form is being performed by S. Thanil Singh. S. Thanil Singh had his initial lessons in Pung, the Manipuri Mridangam, integral to Nata Sankirtana. His initial training was with his father, who was himself a noted Pung artist. Later, he trained under several gurus. He obtained his PG diploma in Nat Pung in 1974 from Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy in Imphal. He has also received basic training in Manipuri Ras Leela. Last year, the Sangeet Natak Academy Award was presented to him for his contribution to Nata Sankirtana as a Pung Player. In addition, Thanil Singh has published 3 books on Pung and takes a keen interest in Indian classical music. Over 50 years old, Thanil Singh is today training youngsters in the art of Pung playing at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy. But he is sad at the controversy whether Pung should be considered classical or not.
Moreh, a small border town in Manipur, is actively engaged in trade with Burma. A town which saw action during the Second World War has many rags to riches story. Our next section, Destination.
This is a regular day in the life of Moreh market. Every morning between 6 and 9 a.m., the Moreh market comes alive with the chatter and the bustle of buyers and sellers. It is a veritable shopper's paradise. In these ramshackle stalls, one can buy imported items from stereos to bathroom slippers. The colorful stalls are a great temptation. For those who enjoy bargaining, shopping here becomes all the more exciting. This thriving morning market reflects the entrepreneurial skills of the people of Moreh who have carried on customary trade with Burma since 1962. Situated at the Indo-Myanmar border, this little Manipuri town is sustained by active trade with the Burmese people. The commercial relations with the neighbors is an aspect of the cultural affinity of the Moreh people to those across the border. This little river that demarcates Myanmar from India is the lifeline of Moreh. The bridge on this river is shared by the two countries, and the people feel that with the increase in trade, the bridge will become a busy route. Moreh is a perfect destination for those who are adventurous. Known mostly as a smuggler's den and for its proximity to the Golden Triangle, Moreh has acquired an exciting, albeit dubious reputation. This has only enhanced its appeal as a frontier destination. But there's more to Moreh than imported goods. The inspection bungalow at Moreh was once used as a jail for women arrested for murder. Moreh has also played its part in the history of the subcontinent. The famous Scraggy Pimple or Senam Hill near Moreh saw the Allied troops fight one of the fiercest battles for the defense of Imphal in 1944. Moreh is the ideal destination whether to shop or to feel the excitement of visiting a remote border town, if only to marvel at the diversity and vastness of our country.
Destination information: Moreh. Road link: Moreh is 106 kilometers from Imphal, near the Indo-Myanmar border on the National Highway number 39. Rail: nearest railhead is Dimapur, 215 kilometers from Imphal. Air: nearest airport is Imphal. Hotels: an inspection bungalow is available in Moreh.